primarily that's a whole pile of Australian woods. There's various eucalyptus up there, some blackwood and some myrtle. Things like these are used for body top woods. Sort of rose myrtle burl used on the top of a base. Another one here is maracapra, which again is quite nice wood, and unusually for an Australian wood it's actually quite light. Most of the Australian woods are seriously heavy. These are all acrylic impregnated fingerboards. Basically the acrylic impregnation process involves using a vacuum oven, and the acrylic is through and through the entire board. The advantage to this is it basically makes the board denser, more stable, less prone to movement due to moisture, which makes it an excellent process for fingerboards. It also makes things like this maple board, the acrylic process seals it so that it doesn't need to be sprayed in order to be used as the fingerboard. Basically the acrylic stops it getting dirty. Down here a selection of neck laminates. What I like to do with the neck woods is I like to cut them into the strips that I use in my necks, because all the necks are laminated 3, 5, 9 piece necks. I like to cut the woods up as early in the process as I can in order to allow them to stabilise. So any movement in the wood, particularly something like this wendy, it's very prone to movement, grain pull after it's been cut. Cut it into a strip like this, and then quite quickly you can see whether it's going to move or it's going to stay stable. This particular one is very nice and straight. It'll stay that way now when it's incorporated into a neck. And these are all Indian ebony fingerboards that have been stickered, letting them to dry out so the moisture content is at a suitable level for turning into fingerboards. All of these woods down here, these are all tops. Selections of that's walnut, redwood, more walnut, spalt beech, again some more walnut, wenge, some redwoods in there, some maples, that's Macassar ebony, that's Indian ebony, Caribbean rosewood, that's myrtle, mahoganies, again a selection of claro walnut, got quite a lot of that, it's one of my personal favourites, Primavera, satinwood, again American myrtle, some bloodwood, Paldave, Cocobolo. Down here we've got Amboya burls, and that's holly. Holly's quite an interesting one. American holly, it's the whitest wood you can get. It comes up a lovely pale cream colour, almost looks as if the base has been painted. Then there's Mercer birch, Zebrano, quilt maples, flame maple, small maple. It's Mercer birch, which is quite nice. Again, that's all that caused by a beetle infestation in the wood. All these are then cut up and bookmatched to form tops. This of course is something like this, which is one piece tops. It's Amboya burl, particularly nice wood once it's sprayed. It's just white spirit I'm spraying on them just now. It brings up the figure in the wood, makes it look as it would once it's been sprayed with lacquer. Acrylic impregnated fingerboards that I mentioned before. Basically the acrylic impregnation allows me to use woods that would never normally be used as a fingerboard. This is Amboya burl. Normally you would touch a burl for a fingerboard because it would be stable enough. The acrylic process makes this stable enough to use. It also allows me to fret it and the fret stay in the wood very nicely. This one, as I say, Amboya burl. This one here is Koa. This comes from Hawaii and it's becoming increasingly difficult to get. Again, acrylic impregnated, nice bit of flame on this. All the rest of these are maples. Hard to believe or no, but this is a spalt maple. Spalt basically is a bacterial infection or a fungal infection in the wood, which fundamentally left long enough causes the wood to rot. But if you catch it early enough, you get all manner of beautiful colours, patterns. Again, this one's really quite heavily flamed, but quite dark again for a maple, not something you would normally associate with a maple. heartwood one. Again, heartwood you would normally avoid for a fingerboard. Again, due to this process, it allows me to use that as a fingerboard. Again, another spalt maple. These make fairly spectacular fingerboards, and since I now pretty much am the only person in Europe that has access to them, pretty much exclusive to AC guitars. Bass pickups, many and varied in shape and size. Here we have basically a standard 4-string humbucker in my slim 25mm casing. Then we go up to a 5-string. So again, it's the same pickup, but it's in a wider casing, the 50mm casing. Coming wood covers, this particular one is a wenge and myrtle, but again, it's the same pickup as the previous two. Here we have a 9-string pickup. This is a split coil, same idea as a P-bass. You have two separate coils. One of the coils is going to cover 5 of the strings, the other coil covering 4, wired up in series, so it's still hum cancelling. These ones here, it's a set of Ziricote and Wenge pickup covers for a 10-string, which is actually going to have 2 pickups per pickup cover. One set of pickups is going to cover the bottom 5, the other set of pickups is going to cover the top 5. This is a ramp with the pickups incorporated into the inside of it, wenge and myrtle. Again, basically two humbuckers in here. And this is my new range of pickups. It's basically the MC series. What we're looking at here is a multi-coil pickup. Each pair of pole pieces here represents a humbucker, each humbucker for each individual string. The output from each humbucker then goes into this board on the back of the pickup. This board mixes the signals from each set of coils and then outputs to the preamp. What this means is that the magnets and the coils from each string don't interact with each other prior to being mixed. This gives much better definition and clarity in each string right across the entire board. There's 2 different interfaces. This is a flat response interface. This basically means that what the pickup picks out goes straight through the board, unaffected to the preamp. The other board is a resonant board, which adds a resonant peak to the pickup. What you get there is a bridge pickup, which sounds more like a bridge pickup with the added resonance, and a neck pickup, which sounds like an ideal neck pickup.